Guys, this whole thing is really getting complicated now. The Cambodians, they are now saying that it was the Thailand who stole from their cultures, that they are trying so hard to. How you all doing? Welcome back again to the channel. Thank you all for stopping by. If you are new here, you are highly welcome. And to you, my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Like, I really do appreciate. So guys, we are still on this matter of how the Cambodians are trying to steal the culture of the Thailand. Guys, like, this matter is really getting out of hand. So according to some comments in my comment section about the video that I posted earlier, some persons say that they were never in any way trying to claim the culture of Thailand, that it was Thailand that stole from their cultures, that they are not trying to reclaim what belongs to them. Guys, you know, I'm not from Thailand, or neither am I from Cambodia. So we are just here to know the truth about this whole thing. So I'm going to be reading out the text in which this person dropped on my comment list. He said, please take the time to learn about the Khmer Empire and who influenced who. They always use low-grade pictures of Cambodians to compare with their better photos and add made-up dates. If you know the true nature of the people, you do understand the feud Khmer has with Thais, Khmer clothes, and before Thai. Thai learned everything through Khmer. Guys, can you hear that? If you know the true history and where Thai came from, you would have to even compare. Thai came from China and spreaded all over Southeast Asia. The ancient times from the Magellan invasion, the Khmer gave them asylum and they began to change their ways into Khmer. Guys, this whole thing is really getting confused, because the Cambodians, they are not saying that it was the Thailand who stole from their cultures. From this text, guys, though this is very, very long, there are all Thai fake edits to describe Khmer time, and time again our fashion and our style that they began taking in after the invasion of the 1400. Thai came from China. If you look into their history, this is not how their clothes were. Guys, that is the people from the Cambodians, they are saying that the way that the Thailand people dress, that they were never dressing in that way from the onset, that they were the one that copy from the Cambodians. Guys, like, this whole thing is really, really getting confused. Guys, we are here to know the truth because we love both countries. We love the Cambodians and we also love the Thailand. So we are here to find out the truth. Guys, I can't be reading out all these texts because they are so long. But anyway, this person, he dropped some link. He dropped some link on my channel so that we can go there and get the proof. Guys, like, this is really serious. So right now we are going to be checking out the videos. Let's know who is stealing from who. So let's go on. Guys, please, if you haven't liked this video or if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That is the only way that you can support me on this channel. So let's go.
The history of Thailand has a bit of a foggy beginning. It is not certain when people first came to the region, but fossils of Homo erectus were found in the northern province of Lampang that can be dated all the way back to at least 500,000 years ago.
Wow!
Another location
5,000 years
archaeologists with some of the world's
serious.
oldest evidence of an agrarian society. Additionally, we do know that consistent inhabitation of the area could potentially date back 10 to 20,000 years. And around 3000 BC, the Korat Plateau was likely home to bronze workers and farmers, based on archaeological evidence that has been found. The kingdoms of Khmer and Mon began to form in the vicinity of modern-day Thailand. These kingdoms served as a notable influence on the culture of contemporary Thailand, as did some of the other peoples who began to show up in the area over the following centuries. By the mid-7th century, the Thai people of Nan Chau were migrating to the mainland of Southeast Asia and began to settle under the dominion of the Khmer Empire. In 1238, Sri Intraditya, a chieftain of the Thai people, formed a new kingdom at Sukhothai and declared independence from the Khmers. The people of this new kingdom became known as the Thais, a word that fittingly means free. These new Thais wanted to separate themselves from the other Thai people who still remained under the control of foreign kingdoms. Throughout the following centuries, the Sukhothai kingdom began to grow and extend its rule across the region of today's Thailand, creating vassal states across Burma, Laos, and the Malay Peninsula. The leaders of this monarchy were known to be kind in comparison to others, and created impressive diplomatic relations with foreign powers, such as that of the Yuan dynasty in China. Unfortunately for the Thais, though, the kingdom began to fall apart. From that point on, Sukhothai's vassal states began to abandon them, and the monarchy was unable to recover before the newly founded Ayutthaya kingdom inserted themselves into the equation. In 1378, the Sukhothais were initially forced to surrender to their opposition. By 1438, not even a full century later, the former Great Kingdom became fully absorbed by the Ayutthayas. The Ayutthaya Kingdom first came about in the 14th century, around which time the city-state of Ayutthaya was founded, in 1350 to be exact. The Ayutthaya Kingdom quickly erupted into the leading power of the region, but its structure differed from some of its adversaries. The Ayutthayas ran under a system of self-governing principalities and provinces, which were headed by members of the royal family who maintained loyalty to the king. The king, in turn, was an absolute monarch, and would spearhead the kingdom's political and economic expansion over the centuries. Surpassing their predecessor of the Sukhothai kingdom, the Ayutthaya kingdom was eventually able to force the long-reigning Khmers into submission, before turning their attention outward. By the start of the 16th century in 1511, the Ayutthayas received their first diplomatic mission from Portugal, who wished to develop a trade relationship with the local Thai kingdom. Since the Portuguese had just captured Malacca from what is now Malaysia, creating a solid trade agreement with the surrounding states proved to be vastly beneficial for both parties. In the 16th century,
Guys, I hope you are
trade treaties
listening
came
to
to
this,
fruition. First
because
between
we really
the
need
Ayutthaya
proof.
Kingdom and the Portuguese in 1516, and then another between the Ayutthayas and
At
the
least
Netherlands
with
in
this one,
1592.
we are getting
Through
closer to
following
the
years,
real truth.
the Thai power sent diplomatic missions to Paris and The Hague, in addition to developing commercial ties with the British and the Japanese. Relations between the Ayutthaya Kingdom and the Western powers were quite positive and advantageous, until the consensus among the Thais did a complete flip. The locals began to fear the potential threat of the Western religion, especially following the arrival of missionaries from France, as well as disapproval of the arrival of English warships to the region. The following 150 years marked a time of intentional distancing from the West. Meanwhile, the Ayutthayas had fought multiple dynastic and local conflicts within their own kingdom, which eventually settled down, making way for what some historians refer to as the Golden Age. This period was marked by thriving art, education, and literature, and occurred during the latter half of the 18th century. The peace throughout the kingdom and blooming of the arts would sadly be cut short by the Burmese, who had contributed to some of the bloody local disputes prior to this golden era. In 1767, the people of Burma made a final successful attempt to seize the capital of the Ayutthaya Kingdom. The city was absolutely destroyed, and the bordering areas were completely deserted. Structures and humans alike were laid to waste. The kingdom descended into utter chaos and eventually fell under the hand of a former military commander, Priya Taskin. Taskin, who had escaped the siege of the capital, declared himself to be the new king and moved the king's capital to Thonburi, which was just across the river and had better trade opportunities. Utilizing this advantage, Taskin promptly promoted Thai trade with China. While Taskin was triumphant in keeping the Ayutthaya kingdom from facing total destruction, he was still dethroned and executed in 1782 by a coup under the command of General Chow Phraya Chakri. General Chow now took the throne, styling himself as King Yotfa, and was the first of the Chakri dynasty that still rules Thailand today. He had the capital moved once again, this time to what is now Bangkok. The state of the kingdom was known as Siam, and a strong focus was put on the political, cultural, and military rebuilding. This new wave of kings besieged the capitals of Laos and Cambodia. Having already created trade treaties with the colonizing British and the United States, the Thais began to focus even more on forming favorable relationships with the enclosing Western powers, such as the British, US, and the French. Trade with the West skyrocketed and had a great impact on the Thai economy, now connecting it to the world monetary system. Still, foreign powers urged the current monarch,
That is a nice one.
to create a series of legal and administrative reforms.
He
in
must
order
be a
to
very
seen
nice
as an
king,
equal
right?
by the West. The death of King Mongkut in 1868 complicated the matter, but the reforms did not come under the reign of Chulalongkorn near the end of the 1800s. The new king abolished slavery and the corvée system, created new European-style schools, formed a police force and standing army, updated the legal system, established a salaried bureaucracy, and essentially overhauled the entire of Siam's outdated policies. The first railway network between Ayutthaya and Bangkok was also opened. All of this was done with extensive advising from the West, most predominantly the British. While some anti-reformists were dissatisfied with the king's decisions, others regarded him as a skilled diplomat who was a genius in avoiding colonization by playing Western nations against each other and using them to his own advantage. Either way, as the British and French pushed their colonial efforts further, Siam was forced to give up some of their territory, such as in Laos and Cambodia, and in the northern Malay in exchange for maintaining independence. Continuing its positive relations with the Western powers, Siam joined the Allies and declared war against Germany in World War I. As a result, at the end of the war, Siam received commending amendments to their treaties with France and Britain, took impounded German ships that would be used in its merchant marine, and was present at the Peace Conference of Versailles in 1919. Siam was also a founding member of the League of Nations. Post-World War I in 1932, a bloodless coup led by a group known as Kana Ratsadon, the People's Party, brought about the end of the absolute monarchy and replaced it with the first constitutional regime. The first parliamentary elections were held in November of 1933. Shortly after, as World War II broke out, the Thai people collaborated with the Japanese, allowing them to pass through to the British-controlled Malay Peninsula and Burma. In January of 1942, the Prime Minister of Thailand agreed to a mutual defense pact with Japan, which included a declaration of war against Britain and the United States. Thankfully for the nation, in the end, the Thai ambassador charged with delivering the declaration to the US government refused to do so. In 1944, the Prime Minister was forced to resign and was subsequently tried for war crimes. The following decades were filled with governmental uncertainty, as power was repeatedly passed between a democracy and military dictatorship after the resolution of World War II. Economic struggles ensued as well, namely the Asian financial crisis in 1997, and more political and governmental unrest continued.
We have saw everything.
After the crowning of Prince Vajiralongkorn,
We have saw everything. That is, the whole thing is getting more tougher and more confused because the Cambodians, they are saying that they never stole anything from the Thailand, that it is the Thailand who are trying to steal from them, and they are trying to reclaim what was originally belonging to them in the years back. Guys, we are here to support everyone. If you are from Thailand or you are from Cambodians, we are here to support you both. All we need is a proof. Yes, if you are watching me right now and you are from Cambodian and you have proof that this culture was originally owned by the Cambodians, please send it to me, okay? And in the comment section. And if you are from Thailand and you have more proof on this, please don't hesitate to drop it in my comment section, and I'm going to be checking it out. Guys, we are all here to know the truth, okay? Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to your opinion about this video, okay? And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. So see you all in my next video. Bye.